NASCAR Racing is the newest racehorse to come from the Papyrus stable. NASCAR will feature every great aspect of IndyCar racing and more. Arguably, the most important new aspect of NASCAR is its 640 by 480 high-resolution Super Vga Graphics on the CD-ROM version only. The still photos of NASCAR look impressive, but they don't do justice to the actual gameplay. This game is officially licensed by NASCAR and is based upon their premier racing series, the Winston Cup. That should please even the most avid stock car fans out there. NASCAR Racing has several key features that give it the feel of the real thing. In playing the game, I was impressed by the response of the car. This is about as good as it gets, so if you don't like driving this car, you wouldn't like driving a real Winston Cup race car either. You're presented with nearly every option that the big boys have to choose from. For example, you can adjust the rear spoiler angle, your tires, your suspension, your gear ratio, and more, just like the crews at a Winston Cup race. One of the major concerns of Papyrus in designing NASCAR racing was how their game would stack up to the real thing. From my experience of attending Winston Cup races, they've done an excellent job of recreating the feel and sounds produced when these real drivers are racing for the checkered flag. Paying attention to detail in the development stages can pay huge dividends when the new product is in its finished state. The graphic look isn't the only area where NASCAR racing comes close to the racetrack. Like in its IndyCar game, Papyrus has come up with a car that changes as the race wears on. Handling attributes change with the different tire temperatures, compounds, pressures, and wear. Also affecting your ride are fuel load, engine setup, track bank, and grade. Still following the realism path, Papyrus gives you real tracks to race on. The game will initially include somewhere around 9 tracks with more to follow in the future. In addition, the game will include approximately 20 real cars, along with what Papyrus calls realistic car crashes. Varying speeds upon impact will cause different parts to fly from the car, and depending on the severity of the damage, you may be able to pull back on the track and rejoin the race. If you're familiar with IndyCar and the add-ons available for it, you know that a paint kit was available. Now, this paint kit wasn't quite what everyone had expected, but it was still far better than none at all. Once again, the Papyrus pit crew has decided that an enhanced paint kit will be included in NASCAR racing. If you're not familiar with IndyCar and don't fully understand the concept of the paint kit, other than the fact that you color your car, let me explain. You can paint your car to look like any race car that you've ever seen. You can also add decals to certain sections to give your car that final racy appearance. Graphic detail is a true wonder in NASCAR racing. From the superb crowd scenes to backgrounds exactly like the real track to the very finest car detailing, NASCAR Racing has it all. For all of you that are race fans, don't let this one slip by. NASCAR is modeled to look just like you would see it from the car and from television footage. Even for those of you that are not particularly interested in racing sims, this may surprise you. NASCAR Racing from Papyrus is impressive. Nearly every aspect of the real thing has been incorporated into the game. There have been several good racing simulations over the years, but nothing at this high level of quality. NASCAR Racing is laps ahead of the competition and is the best racing simulation in every possible aspect that I've ever seen. NASCAR Racing from Papyrus is the best all-around racing simulation that I've seen to date. Resembling IndyCar racing with stock cars and enhanced graphics is a great start to a great game. I really enjoy just viewing NASCAR because it truly resembles the real thing. Nearly every aspect has been accurately recreated to NASCAR specs. Papyrus has done an excellent job in the realism department, and this should be a good indication of great things to come.